What's up, everybody? It's your boy, the Hound, leader of the Pause Patrol. All right, Garrett, pause it there for like 10 seconds. Freeze frame it. Like, just way too long. I want them to click off the video because they think it's broken. I want them angry. Back with another episode of Point and Laugh, the show where I make you a better deck builder and a worse person by means of verbal disparagement. This week, we're looking at a deck that is cosplaying the USA, meaning it shits itself in public, apparently. After that, we try to teach an old dog a single trick, like genuinely a single relevant trick to the game Magic the Gathering. Is that too much to ask, you dumb motherfucker? And last but not least, I genuinely fall in love with the token deck. Thank you all for your time. For everybody who subscribes to this video, I will allow my editor to play 12.5 additional seconds of Crimson Desert. Garrett, prepare to not make it out of the tutorial, buddy. So Starry Eyes has sent in, call me the United States, the way I decide the outcome of every major conflict and reap all the rewards. Let's see what we got. Okay, I have a protection spell. What the fuck is this combat trick? Target attacking or blocking creature gets +4/+0. Destroy that creature on next end step. Combat trick, combat trick. Interesting. I will play the land that has to enter tapped. What do I surveil? A draft common. Oh boy, you can go in the trash. I get Giver of Runes. We're still gonna go ahead and pretend that this is mana fix. I will shock this in and I will Marisi. So now we need to deal combat damage. So on turn 5, we swing a 5/4 at the monocolor player. They're unblockable now. I'm gonna tap 4 and I'm gonna trash the town for 2 counters, and when it deals combat damage, draw 2. I have goaded everything the other person controls. If I didn't want to draw cards, I could +4/+0 one of the goaded creatures next turn and then kill it. That's pretty cute. Same thing, I goad somebody else, and then on somebody else's end step, I Windshaper Planetar. That's really cute. That's more Bugs Bunny with the bullfighting episode than it is United States, but yeah, that's adorable. We get to reselect. The compelling thing we have is I give Marisi unblockable and I commander damage somebody. I'll Exploration because that's mana neutral. Please pretend that's fetchable. I can goad somebody again. If I've hit the same person every time, I have Voltron killed one person. I'm super open to other people just straight murdering me the whole time. I can remove one creature in a very funny way, and I can remove non-creature permanents relatively well, or I can delay my death by a turn. Oh my lord, a 2/2 white knight with vigilance? Say it ain't so. Where is the part where we do stuff? Seems like the only game plan is commander damage. If we want to be a war profiteer, I don't see where the profit is. The hope is to politic everyone against the stompy player, goad the stompy player off of me, and help the less stompy people to fight back against the stompy player down to the 1v1. So every card in my deck is good if I'm the best liar at the table. That's solid. That is an entire archetype in Commander. This to me does not feel like the USA deciding every major armed conflict. This to me feels like Brad Pitt's character in Fight Club. If in that movie he was both a furry and the movie ended with him being gunned down by a T-Rex wielding an AK-47. I think we might be able to play around a little more. I like the general idea. I do think some of these combat tricks blow donkey ass. I like Berserk and Blood Frenzy because it's giving us a way to like genie wish people. I think my problem is when I have played a deck where there is a David and Goliath situation of little tiny deck, big scary deck, the difference in power was not enough for many of these combat tricks to help. Like if you go like, okay, well if you swing in, I can give you +2/+2. I would be like, I have a 1/4. He has a 20/20. And that may be a personal meta difference. But for me, there's either like the stompy person who is unassailable, or there is like 2/2 utility man. It is not so much that a one-off +2/+2 will change the tide of battle. Do we have Duelist Heritage? I'm sure we do. Starry's very good at the game. Oh no. Oh no. God damn it, Starry! I trusted you! I can't believe you're making me do this. You hate to see it. Horrifying. Horrifying outcome for everybody. Okay, so we get Duelist Heritage. We're a little bit slow out of the gates because we're thinking about how do we offer more help? Because I am worried Dreadmaw's Ire does not do enough to let the Izzet player beat the dinosaur player in combat. Double strike, oh boy, oh boy. The other thing I would recommend is some of your card draw is good, like Temp with Bunnies, great. Sergeant John Benton, funny as fuck. Lore into the Third Path, I can get behind. Even Hunter's Insight, beautiful if you get an Evasive Marisi. I think that anything that is card selection, even though this says +2/+0, I think this should just be more expensive burst draw because you do not have one card that makes this whole deck come together. We need more shit all of the time because we want a handful of combat tricks to keep making people think that we have another thing to do. I think Sazacaps is fine. I just want us to go card positive. If you compare it to a mid-range deck, most mid-range decks, you want to spend a card to get a good thing. We want to spend a card to make a shitty thing slightly less shitty for one turn. That's a beautiful dream, but if we're going to keep up with the decks that are just using a card to play a good card, I think we're going to need a lot more cards. We could Coveted Jewel for sure. Coveted Jewel is always a funny one. Spoils of War type shit right here. Look it up. What's Nature's Blessing? Ooh, holy moly indeed. If the combat trick in our hand does not work, this is why we need 1,000,000 cards. Banding, bro! Best keyword North America. Holy shit, fucking banding in the big 2/6? That's so hot. That's nasty as shit. What does banding do? So normally, if you attack in a group, your opponent gets to decide what they deal damage to. In banding, if I attack or block as a group, you assign your blocker, and then I decide how the damage gets dealt. This is changing who gets to make the decision. It's really good. Every war needs funding, yeah, for sure. I like your ramp. The most important thing we can do is get Marisi out. Insurrection is great. I like the protection. You're definitely gonna need it, because people are gonna be mad about you doing goad. Ansk is cute. Ceremonies is great. Tenuous Truce is super fun. I like that. Toski is great. Depending on how good of a liar you are, I might swap out Yesman for something that is slightly better at drawing cards. Like at the tables I play at, where I am a known rat, people would never give it back to me. If you can get people to give this back to you and you can get 4 or more cards out of it, hell yeah, go off. Otherwise, we're already committing like 1/10 of our deck to ramping to Marisi, and we're already committing 1/10 of our deck to protecting Marisi. At that point, I would just mix in 1 or 2 more expensive cards that let me draw 5. Any of these 6 mana draw equal to power cards probably sets you up for most of the game. If we don't want to do like tutors and stuff. I think I'm more on Secret Rendezvous because you want to go like 3 mana, draw 3, pass with 3 mana open. I don't see a ton of big benefit. Like we're definitely fucking around, but it's very fun. With that frame of reference in mind, I like it. I trust you as a player enough to navigate it. I think we bring in a couple pieces that are juicier buffs, the Duelist Heritage, Nature's Blessing, and then the other buffs I would consider, green cards that gives Death Touch. Doesn't even give Indestructible. Hey, Storm player, swing Goblin Electromancer at the dinosaur player. I got you. That dinosaur, dead. They're both dead now. Exactly the energy, and it replaces itself. This is the hot dog shit we need. Again, Commander Legends Battle for Baldur's Gate saving another Commander deck. You will only trick them once, but I think you can politic with like, hey, block their commander with your least important creature, and I will make sure it dies. And then I replace the card. Gift of the Viper is really strong. I was looking at these two because I was imagining them from the standpoint of I want both creatures to die. Gift of the Viper is a very, very powerful card though. Very, very good for a deck like this for sure. So I think we gotta put in at least Poison the Blade, maybe Lace with Moonglove, Duelist Heritage. We have that other crazy Selesnya enchantment to give banding. And then I think our card selection should become Burst Draw. And then I think we're really, really cooking here. Oh yes, this has to be the Dick Cheney of our deck, if we don't have it already. Oh, it's a $17 Dick Cheney though, holy shit. It is exactly what we want to be happening. Very, very solid. I like this deck a lot. I think we just have like a few small gaps in terms of ways to make it really, really juicy. Drag those fucking cards in. Very, very funny idea. There's just a little bit lacking on the substance of the execution, but I am with the vision. So Starry, thank you very much for submitting. Lost Alternative. Throw wolves and dudes at people until they die. Torgal! Bracket 1. This deck has many things to me and would take too long to explain adequately. Play some dogs and wolves. A card added to the deck must be a dog, wolf, a dude with a dog, or a dude who is secretly a dog. What about a dude who is secretly a dog pretending to be a dude who is pretending to be another dog? Can we do that? All cards fulfill at least one of these requirements. Issue, I am not sure I am putting up a good fight with this deck. There are good options, but it feels lackluster. Perhaps I need a mindset change to play this or the restrictions are too tight. Let's see. Mana Rock. I'll be generous. I'll say this is 3. I get 3 wolves. Fuck yeah. Damn, this deck clean sucks, brother. Oh, wait. Mana dump. Never mind. Mana dump. This deck clean sucks, brother. Oh boy. Affectionately, this sucks. I love your commitment to the bit. Most people would not be brave enough to mana screw themselves because it had a dog on it, which is glorious. They are all very good boys. I think this is a very good bracket 1 deck. If you wanted this to put up a better fight while still being the same type of deck, it would probably be Torgal out of the command zone. There are 2 things you can do. You can either swap out Torgal to get access to more colors, or you can do what people do in bracket 2, where they have a bad creature theme and their artifacts and enchantments don't have to adhere to that theme. This is how many people take their terrible bracket 1 decks into bracket 2 as they go, the creatures in my deck are all dogs. The enchantments and artifacts in my deck are all good. And then maybe the last thing we could do is we could expand this deck from the idea of it's only dogs to it is a dog park. Then we are allowed to play grass. So those are the ways. I trust that you have scrounged through the dog tag on Scryfall pretty deeply. And so I doubt there's going to be a lot of direct upgrades. So the way to make this put up a better fight is to expand the theme in some way. The ways we can expand the themes, get more colors. Like red, green, you would get access to more werewolves. Jund, you would get access to more good cards in general. You would get like Tovolar. But if we need Torgal to be in the command zone, we could expand it by going from it's all dogs to this deck is a dog park. And then we can have like ground-oriented things. Because I've previously convinced somebody that Sphere Grid is a dog bowl. It looks a little bit like it. Corporate, identify the difference, but it is an expansion of the theme. So that's what we're working with. You have totally faithfully executed the idea of this deck is all dogs. They all go to heaven. You are definitely going to heaven quickly though. There has to be an art tag for this. If we don't have Hound Tamer, mana dumps that let us grow our board will be useful. Oh, that's definitely a dog. We probably have this guy. If we don't, we're madmen. What the hell? So if we have already gone through all the art tags, those are the only relevant paths you can take. Swap out Torgal, make this the dog park, or we make it bracket 2 and we just stop forcing our non-creatures to adhere to the bit. So which of those do you want to do? I like the dog park idea, so let's run with that. We're gonna have to cook some straight meth. I need your help for this one. This is almost a tree. Canonically, dogs can pick up swords. It's just a big stick. I'm playing fetch. Hell yeah, okay. Buster Sword. Shut the fuck up! Z's laughing at me in the other room. You shut the fuck up. We put Buster Sword in the dog deck. We put Excalibur in the dog deck. Dog parks have fences, which are just a form of wall. True. Are we cooking? Done. Run it. Put it in the fucking deck. Let's go the other direction. What cards are just crazy good that we can cope and try to call a dog? That's like almost a dog. Brother, that's a dragon. What are dragons but big lizard dogs? Park fence. That's a wolf. That's a dog. Hell yeah. Never mind. We got there. Next problem. This is definitely not a dog, but lying exists. So how could we lie about this card to make it a dog? Hey, that looks like a dog nose, right? Psych, dumbass. Anyway, I already have it. If you fuck with dog meat, I think you just run dog meat. It gets so much easier if you just run dog meat. Because then we can still do the like dogs, sticks they carry. You get access to red werewolves too. You don't even have to worry necessarily about all these other copium ads. I think dog meat solves all of the problems you're having instantly. And this is a very cute idea. I mean, low key, it's going to be looking at art tags again and going to EDH rec rank, but now you just have better ones. I would still do the equipment thing. It doesn't have to be all equipment. Like, hey, dog with card draw. Hey, dog with haste and a buff. Oh my god, you get interaction. You get Anok Strike Leader. It is a dog. I kind of like camaraderie, especially if we're going to be curving out with like bad dogs the whole time. You get Pack Leader. Release the dogs. You might one day win a game, bro. I'm looking for something that could put counters on everything. You probably have Animal Sanctuary already. You gotta. In terms of equipments, I would prioritize anything that could make our stuff grow. I think Pip-Boy worked because we're doing a Fallout Commander now. There had to be dogs in Lord of the Rings. It's also very funny to go, all dogs send you to heaven. The Lost Alternative, I think right now, we're in real Megumi Fushiguro hours. We have a lot of potential. Mono Green is letting us down though. Thank you very much for submitting. Videos like this are made possible specifically by our highest tier of Patreon support. So a very special thank you to Solar Movie, Fun, Bobby Joe Lord, Beefcake, Phelan, and Calamity. Thank you all, and know that I do love you more. Okay, Sorrowful Phoenix. I want to make temporary copies of creatures with delay triggers, and then use Gared to make permanent copies. That's a little funky. I like that more than every other Naya token deck. We got Mimic Vat. I see what you're smoking. This is a 2-lander, so I'm gonna mulligan this. Oh, pure heat. I play Gilded Goose. 3 mana, I get Gared. Fable. A 2/2. I tap Gared, I tap the Goose. 2 more 2/2s. So I can discard 2 cards if I do draw that many cards. Triple Swing. Make 3 treasures. Tap, tap, make 2 more treasures, 5 mana, Echoing Assault, 5 mana Echoing Assault, and then I Charming Scoundrel, tap, make another treasure. So I have 2 treasures that aren't even pictured here. This flips. Myriad, one of these probably died in combat. So I Blade of Selves equip, go to combat, attack, attack. I make a token 1/1 copy. I also make myriad copies. Now these don't get the attack trigger, but they're still attacking. So I make permanent these myriad ones. And I have a bunch of treasures too. Holy fuck. I use 3 lands, 3 treasures. Enters with haste. 1 tap token copy. Tap, tap, tap. Holy fucking shit, man. I might be a Naya player now. I gotta be honest, man. That sucks so hard compared to what I was just saying. I was so happy looking at Worm Devastation. Nani the fuck. Alright, so we mulligan this hand because it's a 1-lander. Oh, you are the devil. We play the tap land. Play our Very Real Plateau, basic to hand. Alapalani. Tap, tap. I have 3 eggs. Roxanne enters, I make a Meteorite. Meteorite blows up an egg. I tap Gared to make a copy of Meteorite. Black Market Tycoon. Copy of Meteorite. Blow up the egg. What do I flip into? Eartha Joe. So I could have tapped Atlapalani to make 1 more egg, and then I can tap Lava Leaper to shoot this one with a Meteorite. We're so close to sauce, man. These are some brutally bad hits. Oh, never mind. We have 1,000,000 mana, we cast Creator, hope we win. Fuck. Fuck, I hate you. I hate you, that rocks. That is not true. That is a fabrication. Bracket 2, but it's 1 bracket above. I wanted bracket 3, but it has no removal. You don't need removal to be bracket 3. There are ways to solve that problem. If you want it to be bracket 3, if you get 5 creatures like this, done. You don't need to remove creatures. You're gonna remove creatures by kicking everybody in the dick. And if you need non-creature removal, you can have this, you can have Fiend Hunter effects. You have so many options for what is a creature that can come in and deal with a problem that I can then copy if I make token copies of them. I've also thought about Infernal Captor for board wipes. So you make a chain of exploit one of your own things, steal, make a token copy of Infernal Captor who exploits the stolen thing, steals, make a token copy, yeah. That's... You had the nuclear codes? Use them! It's not real life! That is not Disneyland. That is distinctly possible. Both playtests we did, we were able to chain multiple clones together. This deck 100% can do that. Don't do this one. Cut the $15 card right now, put in the 9-cent draft comment. This deck rips, let it rip. We gotta be straight Beyblading into motherfuckers. This is awesome. If we do wanna go up to bracket 3, but we feel like we're missing good pieces, I'm gonna just go through and try to identify what I think is win more or not effective enough. I think this card is on the cute side. I think this guy's also on the cute side. I'm ambivalent about him. Solemn dies. Oh, but actually make a token copy of him. No, he stays. I don't think Fenrir is good enough. I'm not totally convinced on Glimmer Seeker. So the bar for something being in this deck should not be, is the token of it pretty good? The bar should be, what are our best things to copy and what are our best copiers and how good does Fenrir or Undercell Myconid or any of these things compare to the best thing we could do? Like one of the best things we could do is find Fable of the Mirror Breaker, or just like put Kiki Jiki in the deck. Boast is really cute. I think Anointer Priest we could definitely get rid of. Shockingly, these cards are all fucking evil. Completely evil. Completely evil. Keep all of these. Completely evil. So there's the untapping. If you want to make it an honest bracket 3 deck, take a lot of the things that are like B or B plus targets for copying and turn them into tutors for your A plus targets. Formidable Speaker would be good. Any tutors would be good. It's already so strong. Tutor the stuff that makes it go crazy. You can make the argument for Speaker on the basis that we can copy Speaker and turn our entire hand into 4 tutors. It's fucked. Endless Foot Assault is pretty fucking evil. This is already an evil card, but I think this is another like kind of for fun card. So we cast it, we squad for 1, we get to tap 2 creatures for it. So we get 4 copies for 5 mana. Never mind, run it. Fuck you, dog. I hate to say it, but Mog could die for sure. Polani's Hatcher could definitely die too. I think Propagator Drone could also die. I think the hard facts is like, you could go into this tag, swap them at random for tutors, creatures that have interaction on them, and you do that like 5 to 8 times, then you feel like a bracket 3 deck. I think you already are a bracket 3 deck, you're just a very fragile one. You do like 5 to 8 swaps of this is a tutor, this is a Reclamation Sage, this is a Fiend Hunter, this is that thing that board wipes everybody forever because I'm the devil from the Bible. No fucking notes. And then put the wolf down. You're gonna have a Sif moment, but this is heat. This cooks. I will be making changes, but I will be robbing you. I really thought you were gonna be every other Naya Tokens player. I was so pleasantly surprised by the playtesting. Look at this actual mana curve. It is insane that your most common mana value is 3 when your commander is 3. This is wrong. Anybody watching, this is wrong and bad. And it's only working because they have so much treasure generation and God loves green players. Have a tremendous day. Thank you so much for showing me this.